Okay, so I'm a little wet right now. I'm sorry. I was in the shower right before I was in the shower, actually, right before I got butt booty naked and hopped in my cord is stuck. Right before I got butt booty naked and hopped inside the shower, I was on a Discord call, and I was told that the Madam Web trailer was released a little bit, but because I live under a rock, I didn't hear about it. So I checked that bad boy out, and by golly gosh, Batman, good golly gumdrops, Robin, geez Louise, Joker, what is Marvel doing? What are they doing? See, so if you don't know who Madam Web is, she basically could see in between the future. You know, she's a Marvel character, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. I don't want to bore you with the details, but she's a pretty cool character, and she plays a very important part in some arcs that Spider-Man, gets involved with. And what they're using Madam Web for now is to link Miles Morales and Tom Holland, whoever the Miles Morales, whoever the Miles Morales actor is going to be, they're going to link them with Tom Holland. Pretty basic information, right? It's pretty hard to fuck this up. The comic books and like games in every cartoon exists for you to use as a reference tool to kind of connect all the dots, right? So why does it look boring? I don't know how the directors at Marvel managed to make time travel, action, Spider-Man, and Madam Web boring. It's so confusing to me because I'm not going to show like normal. I try not to show any trailers or anything like that to try to avoid getting hella backlash. So they're like, you're using our content. I don't care. I'm going to link some of the trailers down below. Please go check them out, or don't. Honestly, don't. Basically, all you see is like Madam Web go through a train and be like, get off the train. We need to get off. And she's like, I can see the future and yada, yada, yada. But the thing I want to talk about, besides how boring this plot looks and how there doesn't look like seems to be a lick of like thought in the characters, besides they were like, oh, Madam Web, well, we gotta link these characters together somehow, so let's just make it happen. I think what's probably the most confusing and appalling part about everything, besides the fact that I had to watch it, was the fact that like the actors were sitting there talking about it, and them trying to describe it would be like if you had a girlfriend and you went to go watch a Marvel movie and like she didn't like it at all, and you were like, hey babe, like, what'd you think of the movie? Oh, well, they had webs, and he was such a good character. What was his name? Spider-Man? He was such a good character. He had, it was about him learning how to use his powers. I'm not even trying to like quote what they're saying, but like that is by golly gosh is what they say. When you have an interview to talk about your character that you play, I would imagine so much more passion. Like if you were to sit me down and you were to be like, how do you feel? Let's just say that you came on my content. How do you feel about my content? I'm like, dude, I absolutely adore it. It's so awesome to like be able to make somewhat entertaining videos for people, and it makes me excited. And even just by that, you can tell an energy difference. And if you go watch these trailers, you're going to see that they're just like, it's really awesome to see how these characters develop over time. It's so basic. There's no pride anymore. Not to mention that Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland not having any movies and being really good actors is kind of not helping Marvel at all. And I know that they're trying to hop on the Spider-Man bandwagon because they can't hop on Ironheart's bandwagon. And I promise you, Ironheart might be the only next good thing because Robert Downey Jr. is just clutch when he does stuff. He's so good. Like I don't know if he's acting half the time. I think he's just that guy because he does the same thing. He's just awesome. I'm not trying to dick ride him, but like go watch a Captain America movie and come back to Robert Downey Jr.'s movie. Or go watch Captain America, then come back to the Avengers. You tell me what you think. Thank you. Leave that in the comments below. The only good Captain America was the first one because it was a great introduction. Winter Soldier was it's pretty generic. Car crashes, couple funny jokes. Then you go into like right after that, Age of Ultron. And it's just like character development, bam, 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 drop, bop, 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 fun, bop, 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 Marvel, bop, bop. I was talking to someone about it, and they have a good point. It just feels, besides all the rambling I'm doing, it just feels like they don't have any more pride for their work anymore. It just feels like they're just like, oh, let's go make money. And they would make so much more money if they stopped killing off every single good villain, stopped making absolutely dog shit movies, and actually focus on the casting. The casting for this I don't even know who half these people are, and I'm hoping that this was going to be their debut, but I would hope that they would put like elbow grease into what they're working with. You know what I mean? It just feels like they were just like banking on the fact that we put Spider-Man in here, people are going to watch it. I was excited when I saw a suit of Spider-Man, and then I was very disappointed quickly to see the plethora amounts of Spider-Man. And there was a Spider-Man holding like a magic weapon. I don't know, it looked like Black Cat, but the off-brand version of Black Cat, like Spider-Woman and Venom had a baby. I don't even know. Moral of the tangent is, Madam Web's coming out. Marvel, I will give you money if you stop being goofy goobers with your options that you have in front of you. Comic books exist. Read them. Read a comic book before you make it. Make the character lore accurate and make everyone feel excited to do it. It feels like do this project, because in the interviews it just feels like no one cares and they're just like, oh, you know, this is my paycheck. Keep it pushing. Whatever. These are cool characters, huh? You know? You put 5 nerds and you tell them to cosplay as these Spider-Man characters, and they will do research and they will be like, they will probably in the interview do a backflip mid-interview and be like, okay, so my Spider-Man has telekinetic, but they would, and I understand you're not allowed to spoil stuff. You can't spoil your character, but like, I don't know. Do something on accident. Be like, oh, so I can't say this. Be like, oh my God, I can't tell you this, but like, bro, I do like a really crazy thing that I was very nervous to do in the show. Get me excited through your interview and your trailers and stuff. You know, I watched a few trailers. They're all mid. Okay, to be fair though, it's very hard for you to top Endgame. You know, it's very hard to top Thor Ragnarok. It's very hard to top most of the Avenger movies. It's very hard to top like a lot of movies out there that Marvel has made. I get that. But at least try to be on par with them, you know? Like, I don't know if that makes sense. I'm hoping Marvel has a very... My dog just came up here. Hey, baby girl. I'm hoping that Marvel gets a little turn up whenever they, like, here in the future, we get some cool stuff. I didn't see Ms. Marvel or Captain Marvels or whatever the hell. I didn't see the show Ms. Marvel. I'm waiting for the next season of Moon Knight. That's all I want, okay? But Marvel, please, we're begging you. We don't want to not like Marvel. Okay, there's not a single Marvel fan out there that's like, I don't want to not like this, okay? We want to like you. Just please put elbow grease. I'm begging you. I'll give you a kidney. I'll give you all my fingernails and kidneys if you just, please. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was short and sweet. This wasn't supposed to be made. I was just being goofy. Don't forget, I stream twitch.tv/discomaniac, and the Discord's down below if you want to chat with me or be like, you're so silly. The Madam Web movie is going to be so great. Then, you know what? I'll listen to what you have to say. Have a wonderful rest of your night, y'all. Peace out.